How to load your Boatlanes Lake Fork Pro Humminbird. First, insert the chip into your unit. It's going to ask you confirm upload nav data from SD card. You're going to select yes. It'll say loading tracks, waypoints, and routes from MMC SD card. Please wait. It'll show it's loaded 5 tracks and the waypoints. And Humminbird by default imports tracks as a dotted line. So it's going to be really hard to see them and they're not colored. So in the new Boatlanes Pro, we have a 5-track system that can be color coded to help you navigate Lake Fork faster and easier. So we need to edit those tracks, and you're going to do so by pushing menu, go to waypoints, routes, and tracks, arrow to the right, and you're going to see the folder Fork Pro. Arrow to the right, open it, and you're going to see the 5 tracks we have in the Boatlanes Pro card. Caution, guide lane, idle lane, SRA lane, and fork warning lane. So we need to edit those so we can see them. So the first one is caution. We're going to go arrow to the right, edit, make sure it's visible. We're going to make it a bold line, and since this is a caution lane, we're going to make it yellow. The caution lane is a lane that has maybe stumps that are close by. If the lake is low, you're going to want to use more caution. If you're not familiar with the lake, you can use more caution. Once you're familiar with the lake and better at driving your boat on trails, you could go ahead and run this caution. But right now, this is designated yellow as a caution lane. So you're going to save that. The guide lanes, we're going to edit them a bold line, and I'm going to make this light blue as I use a Lake Master card, and it has a bunch of green in it, so this contrasts over that green very well. Now the guide lanes are lanes that are open to run, but they are not buoyed. So we're going to save that. Then the idle lanes, we're going to edit that, make it a bold line. I'm going to make it red. Now these lanes are in the backs of coves or areas where you're going to want to just idle through, but it'll be the fastest and most efficient way through the stumps to get to where you're going. We're going to save that. The SRA lanes, edit, bold line, dark blue, and the SRA lanes are the buoyed lanes. These you can just go ahead and run and get on it and get to where you're going. Then we have the fork warning lanes. Now these lanes, you should use extreme caution, stop, and really take your time and get through this area. So we're going to make it a bold line, and we're going to make this purple. These are extreme caution areas, and you should stop and go very slowly. So we're going to save that. Now that we have our tracks color coded, let's look at them on the unit. Now you can see you have a light blue trail. This is a guide lane, so you come up here to a warning area, so it turns to caution. Well, that's because there's some stumps kind of close, and you're going to want to slow down or stay really close to that track. So arrow up a little bit. We're going to come up. We're going to be running down some guide lanes here. Going to run over the lake, down the bridge, and you're going to come to a dark blue line. That's the buoyed lane. And you can just go ahead and run that lane. Come on down. Come on down. And here we have a lane that cuts off, and it's light blue, so that's a guide lane, but you can run down and it's going to run into an idle lane. This is where you'll want to shut down and idle into the back of this cove. Come out of there, you can get on the guide lane, run back to the SRA lane, and you come down and you're going to see another guide lane that turns into a caution lane. Now, if the lake is low or you're not familiar with the running tracks, you should use caution and maybe idle this a few times until you're really used to making this run. Now, if the lake's up and you're good at running tracks and you've been in this area a few times, you can go ahead and run that trail. So, as you're going through these lanes and working through the 5 color-coded system, you'll get used to where you can run and where you need to slow down and watch or stop. So, you'll see here that we have icons designated stumps or caution areas, and if you don't see those, you'll need to go to menu, go down to waypoint decluttering. Now, if this is on, you will see black dots, and then when it's off, you'll see all your icons. Show you a better example of that. So you're here to see, if you're not seeing your icons and you see round dots, you'll need to go to menu, go to waypoint decluttering, and if waypoint decluttering is on, you'll just see black dots. You'll want to see the icons and turn your waypoint decluttering off, and then you'll see the trees and skulls and crossbones. That'll help you know what cautions are in the area. So if you're not used to running tracks, you need to get on one of the dark blue or run the buoy lanes and practice keeping your boat on the line. Now, you should have your heading extension on, and a heading extension in front of your boat icons can keep you on the lane straight. So, this 5-lane system should help you navigate Lake Fork faster and easier and help you catch more and bigger bass. And as always, big bass wishes from the Boatlanes family to yours.